According to recent research, there is an invisible planet located far out in our solar system. A few thousand years will pass before this new planet completes its orbit around the Sun. It will soon be coming closer to Earth once more, and we might be able to view Planet 9 for the first time. We may anticipate severe disruptions if this is the case. What is Planet 9? Is it genuine, or is it just a mystery? It might be larger than we initially believed, but Dr. Mike Brown is certain it is real. According to recent research, the planet may be 10 times larger than Earth, whereas earlier studies suggested it was just slightly larger than Pluto. A planet that large and so far away would be a scientific sensation, which would be a huge surprise. This planet would most likely travel in such an eccentric orbit that it would pass outside the Kuiper belt for thousands of years before spending a few thousand years back in the solar system's interior. Dozens of telescopes are aimed at the vacant areas where the ninth planet is thought to be, and if Mike Brown is to be believed, the planet is currently moving back toward the interior. It is obvious that whomever finds it first will be remembered in astronomy. Mike Brown, who has devoted over 20 years of his career to the hunt for Planet 9, the final big planet in the solar system, naturally aspires to be the first official discoverer. In fact, how did scientists develop it? You most likely associate Planet 9 with concepts like Planet 10, Planet X, or even the enigmatic planet Nibiru. Since these terms are all related in some way, it is not surprising. When Pluto was still the ninth recognized planet in the solar system, it was known as Planet 10. Planet 10 became Planet 9 after Pluto was downgraded to a minor planet. In reality, Nibiru is the creation of a science fiction writer who allegedly drew inspiration for his vision of a harsh planet that will destroy Earth from Sumerian texts. However, respectable scientific disciplines seriously question the veracity of these claims. Let's adhere to the findings that are purely scientific. In a sense, Planet 9 became visible because of the peculiar behavior of some objects in the Kuiper belt, which astronomers think may be caused by another massive planet. These objects, often referred to as Kuiper belt objects, KBOs, or trans-Neptunian objects, NOES, exhibit such a remarkable orbital clustering that it is highly probable that a massive object is the source of this aggregation. Mike Brown is the researcher who has been presenting new calculations and data for about 20 years. Several calculations demonstrated the coherence of this premise. Numerous counter-studies have attempted to disprove the Planet 9 theory, but Brown consistently shown that the anomalies of the twos can only be plausibly explained by another planet. Throughout the history of astronomy, factors like orbital anomalies have been utilized to forecast the existence of planets before they even came into astronomers' range of view. The thrilling hunt for Pluto? Is it conceivable that a scientist in the 19th century would devote his entire life to the pursuit of a planet, as Mike Brown does now? Percival Lowell, who at the time dubbed it Planet 9, was certain that there was another planet in the solar system. The scientist assumed that Neptune was by no means the end of the story because of the orbital abnormalities of Uranus and Neptune, and he was proven correct. Sadly, Lowell did not survive to witness Pluto's discovery firsthand, but the affluent scientist and businessman bequeathed the world his name observatory, where young researcher Clyde Tombaugh was later employed. In 1930, he was able to find Pluto by comparing multiple photographic plates. Prior to its designation as a dwarf planet and a KBO in 2006, Pluto was our eighth planet. This was because many other tiny planets in the Kuiper belt were discovered. This relegation was brought about by Mike Brown, of all people, who is currently looking for Planet 9. The explanation was straightforward. Brown, a dedicated researcher in the Kuiper belt, has likewise found the majority of the KBOs. The researcher is also humorously known among professionals as the Pluto killer, even though Brown did not mean for this to be the case. The decision to exclude Pluto from the list of main planets was made by a group of astronomers who represented the entire world's astronomy community, not by him. This assembly identified what constitutes a real planet and what does not in 2006. What makes a planet a real one? Are you among those who still don't fully get what distinguishes dwarf planets from actual planets and why Pluto is no longer a planet? Astronomers didn't know for a long time, so you're not alone. Notwithstanding several objections, the International Astronomical Union Committee decided that a planet must be roughly circular, orbit the Sun autonomously, that is, in its own orbit, and be cleared of obstructions. On this final point, Pluto failed. It is nearly circular and circles the Sun in a somewhat hazy orbit. It shares this orbit with other Kibos, which is the sole reason it is no longer recognized as a major planet. This choice was deemed absurd by many astronomers and space enthusiasts. Letters protesting Pluto's status as a planet have been sent by thousands of students and regular people worldwide. The international astronomical community continues to support its conclusion in spite of these objections. However, some astronomers disregard this and consider Pluto to be merely another planet. Since this classification is truly scientifically unworkable, optimists even envisage it being loosened. Like Sedna, which is likewise almost round, and Ceres, another nearly round dwarf planet in the asteroid belt between Mars and Jupiter, Pluto is undoubtedly a planet. If you add the huge round or nearly round tiny planets, we now have about 13 recognized planets. Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Ceres, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, Pluto, Sedna, Haumea, and Makemake are currently the planets that are known to exist. Therefore, there would be a few more to learn in school, but it is also no justification for ignoring these minor planets or removing them in any way from the group of larger, actual planets. Those who are truly interested in space will undoubtedly be pleased to recall all the names, and as schoolchildren, we had to memorize a lot more absurd stuff. Therefore, it's possible that all of these planet-like bodies may eventually be recognized as planets, and that a new, sizable planet will be added. This revolution might even be sparked by it, because what if it's large, circular, and lacks a defined orbit? Would a planet 10 times the size of Earth then only be classified as an unclassifiable object, a KBO or a TNO? Planet 9 remains a mystery to this day. Although the actual appearance of Planet 9 is unknown, this is a futuristic glimpse of what it might look like. Let's picture a fictitious future when we have finally discovered Planet 9 and know what this amazing planet looks like. It turns out that Planet 9 was an intriguing combination of a strange ice world and a huge solid planet. This planet is unique among all the others because of its iron core and oddly hefty rock. In addition to being extremely cold and covered in methane ice and snowy landscapes, it is also intensely metallic and mineral. Additionally, ENSA and other space agencies on Earth are thinking of sending a drilling probe to the planet after scientists found potential water deposits in its icy depths. According to a global commission, Planet 9 will now be formally known as Nux. Because Planet 9 orbits in almost total darkness, this ancient deity of darkness got the namesake. It is especially challenging to analyze because of its penchant for the dark areas of our solar system. In this fictitious future, however, not only has Planet 9 been found, but its exploration has advanced significantly due to the new Vera C. Rubin Observatory in Chile. It's possible that Planet 9 will end up being 10 times larger than Earth. Like his colleague Clyde Tombaugh, Mike Brown became a famous astronomer and was immortalized. Many questions will have been raised by Planet 9. How is it possible that a rocky planet so big and hefty could orbit so far out in the solar system? The theory that Planet 9 was originally created nearer the Sun and was driven outward by strong gravitational waves in the solar system may have been developed by some scientists. On the other hand, some scientists may believe that Nux is a planet that originated in a different solar system and was drawn to our Sun during a stellar encounter that occurred millions of years ago. This has also been proposed for Neptune because of its extraordinary characteristics, which set it apart from all other planets. It is plausible that Neptune and the fake Nux are from the same solar system. This would bring up more issues with interplanetary migration in a multiracial universe. We might also conclude that there are planets outside the Kuiper belt, and that our solar system is much bigger and richer than we previously thought, since by this time in the future, a number of additional Kibos, all of which are little planets, may have been found. Scientists presently only suspect asteroids, comets, and a few smaller pebbles in the far-off Oort cloud, which is also hardly studied. However, scientists may eventually find that the Oort cloud also conceals planetoids. How will our science be affected by that? We just need to recognize right now that we still don't fully understand the universe or our solar system. There are always surprises, even on our own planet. The fascinating thing about research is that fresh avenues and perspectives are always emerging, and groundbreaking discoveries have the power to upend established theories. To view even more fascinating space-related videos, subscribe to the channel right now.